What's up? How you feeling tonight? How you feeling? Am I talking? I'm not even talking. Am I even real? What is life, huh? Dang. It's not even real.
The microphone's not even real right now, dog. It's crazy. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. Today is February 4th, 2022, where I am, but it may be February 5th, where you are, all around the world, as we are watching live on youtube.com, twitch.tv, Theta-D-Live, Facebook, and twitter.com/the Sandbox Game from everywhere. Korea, Libya, Boise, Idaho. I see you all in the chat. Welcome. We're having a good time today. Mixing things up a little bit. Sort of. DJ EJ. I don't do that bad stuff. I don't do that bad stuff. Thank you. I don't do that bad stuff, DJ EJ. We just party out here, okay? We have fun. We chill. We chill. A couple different things, folks, we want to talk about. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody says I look a little better today than any other day. What's going on? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm just super excited. I'm super hyped. It's been a fantastic day. There's been some fantastic news and great things happening. Also, I spent like so much less time on the PC today and just jumped on to chill with you guys, have some fun, play test your games, of course, give you a little bit of the news that's coming up, and work towards getting some interviews for you. Because tomorrow's a big day. We got the Alpha Game Jam announcement coming so that you can find out whose games will be in the metaverse during Alpha Season 2. And of course, you know, the small prize of a few $100,000 worth of sand. Nonetheless, having a good time here. Seeing some requests already in the chat for Please Try My Game. But as Maxi Mac will know, I've got a bit of a backlog for games to play today. So I'm going to get with you on this amazing news that came out fresh, hot off the presses today. Super excited for it. Right here on your screen, you can see, like up there, I'm pretty sure I'm pointing the right direction, that the stakes have been raised on the Fungi family Fungi Game Jam. 1 month game jam that started February 1st and goes to February 28th. This game jam is happening right now. If you're not making something for it, this is an unofficial partner game jam with serious official rewards contribution from the team at the Sandbox Game. Fungi Family Game Jam right now has a first place prize. Look at this. You see this? Look at how big this is. Look at how big this prize is. 10,000 sand tokens. What is that? What is that math right now? That's a lot of math. That's about $40,000 at this time for first place prize, plus 5,000 touche tokens. We're gonna say touche tokens. I don't know how to pronounce it when it's all crunched together like that, because I want to call it tushy, but I don't want to call them tushy tokens. You know what I mean? Seems a little weird. Seems a little wild. Tushy tokens, D-Electronics says. It's tushy tokens. Okay? Touche, avatar asset, worry fungi asset, voxelized fungi, and their game placed on land near the fungi family for 3 months' time. So if you don't own a land and you want people to see your experiences that you are creating, this is an opportunity to do that, to get your experiences published in the metaverse and be able to say to prospective people who are looking for great developers, you know, you won this contest, you won this sand. Of course, with that much sand, you could just buy a land, but nonetheless, you could develop and continue to work your game development studio into a reality with game jams like this. Second place, still amazing. Look at this. 5,000 sand, 2,500 touche tokens, fungi duck asset. Third place is 3,000 sand, 1,500 touche tokens, fungi coin asset. 4th through 10th place all get 1,000 sand and 1,000 touche tokens. The sand alone, of course, being $4,000. right? That's respectable. That's more than most people make in a month at a traditional job. And you've got about a month to complete this game. So it's worth a try to do. The rules are simple. Be a member of the Fungi family. Get in their Discord. 2, build on a 1x1 land. 3, unique biomes or a unique game aspect in your game. Or you must use the vertical space or have a unique camera mechanic. Assets are usable, being Touche's assets, the Sandbox assets, and any assets that you have previously published. So, with that detail, something to keep in mind about this particular game jam is it says assets you've previously published, right? So that means if you already had arts that were custom approved for previous game jams, those may be usable in this particular game jam. But this is not a game jam where you cannot, let me put it this way, you cannot ask Sandbox staff to approve custom new assets. That's not how this is working, right? So it's got to be an organic game that you're building based off of assets that for the most part already exist, right? But nonetheless, super huge news. Super excited to see it, of course. If you don't know, you can go to @FunGuyFamily, right? You can follow them. You can join the Fungi family, get in their Discord. I'm already in the Discord, and learn more about it there. At the Sandbox NFTs, which is our official representation for the Sandbox Marketplace, is also giving away sand. All right, you have until the 7th, or a little before the 7th, to do that. At 6 p.m. UTC, it will be drawn. Simple. Retweet and follow. Retweet and follow for the page. Win 100 sand. $400 for a retweet and a follow. That's pretty cool. Nice, short and sweet news there. Then, more. And I'm bringing this up because it's on a different time block. Slightly different time block. Some of you who've been with us forever may know that Alex and I used to stream earlier in the day by 1 hour. And then we got tired of the nonsense about, daylight savings and that sort of thing. So, the Game Jam Awards ceremony that's happening tomorrow is at 6 p.m. UTC. Typically, Alex and I on a Saturday morning, my Saturday morning, would be streaming at 7 p.m. UTC. But this is just 1 hour earlier. Okay? So don't miss it. If you want to know, then now you know. Okay? You're there for it. Open the box says, Joseph, you're a fun guy. You know who's really a fun guy is Touche. Helping out everybody. Touche's got a link in the chat over on twitch.tv. And I'm going to try to share that over on YouTube for you, Touche. Or in reality, I'm just going to repost exactly what you said to everyone, including the timestamp, apparently. Nonetheless, website for Touche's Game Jam and all the rules and info. There it is. I pasted it out there as well. Touche.studio/game-jam. Thank you for, I assume Alex must be with me here today. Somebody's over there on the YouTubes. Somebody's over on the YouTube. Maybe it is you, Touche. Anyway, so we got a bunch of stuff going on. A bunch of great things happening coming through the weekend. Of course, we've got the rest of this stream, which is going on for over an hour longer. Jen Gray says, greater the reward, more people will join the Sandbox game making. That's good. I agree, Jen Gray. And what's interesting about the rewards is in terms of quantity of sand, there can actually be, as the price of sand goes up, there can actually be more game jams with lesser sand rewards, if that makes sense. So you can get more games developed, more experiences created, depending on the category that we're looking for in these different game jams. We can have more partnerships like what we're doing here with Touche and the Fungi family, right? Because you can, in some of our really older game jams, we were talking about 200,000 sand in prizes for the same dollars value, right? And a lot of people, when they're just first getting introduced to the Sandbox, are really looking at that dollars value, and they're not looking at the Sandbox ecosystem on the whole until they get in and realize the value of having and holding the sand, right? But, yes, the rewards do increase over time, realistically, because people are looking to use the Sandbox, right, as a jumping off platform. AMK94 asks over on YouTube, no free play to earn in the Sandbox? And actually, AMK, yes. And you'll learn more about this when we get into Alpha Season 2. There will be completely free access and an opportunity to earn. That said, in an alpha, it's not entirely guaranteed that you're going to earn completely free. You do have to win a season pass in order to be able to claim for the quest. But you will have an opportunity to play every experience. And again, it'll make much more sense. The full release on that, full information is about 2 weeks away, a little bit less now on that. But once you know, you'll know what I'm talking about. You're going to want to get in on the Alpha Season 2 that's coming up. Surfing Snail says, what is 3 unique biomes or a unique game aspect? So Surfing Snail, a biome is like a winter environment or the forest or a desert, something like that, right? So the idea is, on a 1x1, to create 3 unique biomes. Maybe it's a mountain range that goes down into a desert that then goes down into a cave, and you're using the vertical space in that way, one of the other rules in that contest. But those biomes are unique environments and most usually unique enemies that are attached to those unique environments. That's kind of what makes a biome. It's not just the idea that the ground looks different, but that the animals, the life there looks different. The buildings, the enemies therein look different. So that's what really makes a biome, is all of the components of it. So a unique game aspect may be something like when you saw the round 21 submissions for the Game Jam that we covered yesterday, that closed with the awards being announced via Twitter. And those were, somebody created a great mini golf game that was in the metaverse, right? Somebody created a soccer experience that was in the metaverse. One of Touche's, jumping off points of like what I would consider their like pinnacle moment of success, like where they really stepped into the next level. They created a farming game, right? And like, oh yeah, farming, whatever, right? We've seen it before. But it was an adventure that had a farm. So every time you completed a quest in adventure, you were improving your homestead and the town, reflexively. So those are unique aspects to a game that can set it apart. It's got to be something that really takes it to the next level. Not, putting a sword through a wolf in the middle of a flat plain, right? You want to make sure that it's really strong, really strong, high quality content. Let's see here. Thanks to the Sandbox for full access. Makes me look forward even more. Very good, Mr. Winning. I appreciate it. Appreciate the feedback. I think you guys did giveaways to non-pass holders for winning races and such last time. We had there were different kinds of prizes and giveaways and searches and that sort of thing. But it was all passes that were distributed in the last. And I think that'll still be the case here. We have 10,000 passes to distribute throughout the upcoming alpha in various ways. So we can always come up with new and interesting ideas. We've already got some, or many rather. We also have partners that we'll be introducing later that'll have pass distribution, things like that. So lots of cool new things happening soon. All right. Brian says, I'm so excited for the next alpha. I really need to get my butt into gear and create a game on my land. Well, Brian, you have a little bit of time because at this time you can't really publish a game. But what we can do, Brian, is if you develop an experience, and it doesn't have to just be a game, any kind of experience, we can play test it here on this stream. And I've got some that are queued up for this stream, but I usually ask at the end for like tomorrow's show to see what's next. And right now I've got the Sand Play Jam I Can Fly, which was one of the winners from the announcement yesterday that I made on the stream that we made actually on Wednesday on the Twitter. And then there was one further back that I want to make sure I don't miss, because I was called out specifically for not doing. Let me see if I can find it. It wasn't Murder for the in the Candyverse. It was Croc O Gold, I believe. Croc O Gold was the one that I need to remember. So I'm gonna make a note for that. Let's see. So yeah, so I'm gonna do, and then Mama Dragon Egg was the other one that if I can't do the others, then I'll do the Mama Dragon Egg as first priority on tomorrow's stream, and kind of work from there. But nonetheless, so that's the queue up for today. Not Jackie Chan says, will you be able to have a free-to-enter game and charge people sand to play a mini-game within your experience? Not Jackie Chan. That is not possible. But it depends entirely on how much land you have. And this is actually the best method, I think, of getting revenue as an individual, personally, is to have. So the issue that you have is that we're talking about, and let me load the game maker here, and I'll, GMAE. I type GMAE because I type it all the time now. Sandbox maker. All right. But the issue that you run into is that the experience is wrapped inside the land, right? And the land itself is the checkpoint. And whatever rules you want to make for the land in terms of how do you get in, that's up to you as a developer. But the land is the wrapper, not anything that you build inside that, right? So you can have loads of mini games in one space, but access to the space is the thing that is gated. So you can gate access to your space using an NFT if you like. Any NFT, it doesn't even have to be one you create. You could use the alpha NFT. You could use a Fungi NFT. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to make the gate is the gate. And I'm going to make sure that this game isn't blasting your ears out here. Oh, it seems alright. The levels seem okay. But anyway, so you can also, instead of using an NFT, choose to charge sand. So when you're talking about having a free-to-enter game, maybe you had that free-to-enter game at 0,1. I mean, just an example, right? So people go play your 0,1 game for free. And they see the big portal that says, like, for mini games and more, go here. And your portal's at the edge of the world where you walk to 1,1. And then a user may go, okay, and access to that is 1 sand or whatever it is. And they say, okay, sure, yeah, I'll pay 1 sand. And we'll go play in your space, keeping in mind that sand access, from my understanding right now, and this can change because it's not final, is a one-time basis. So it's kind of like going to an arcade and putting the quarter in the machine or whatever. So your discretion needs to be made to say what is a good deal for playing this game once, and how do I get the maximum number of people to play this game. And I think you'll find that as that system starts up, some games you may go, well, that's way too much, I'm not even going to try it. Other games you'll go, well, that's way too cheap, I would have paid twice as much, right? And the community itself will figure out kind of what's the acceptable amount to pay. And from another perspective, I think people are going to realize once they can play to earn sand, and it doesn't cost anything to play, that taking the sand that they've earned and redistributing it back to other games, personally, I don't think it matters that sand is $10, $20, whatever. You charge 1 sand and I just earned 1,000, I'm going to go play 1,000 games, you know? Just really depends on the person with the sand. You know, some people are going to go, okay, well, I'll take 500 of that, and that pays the bills. I played to earn, and I'm going to use 500 to buy art because I want to create games and I don't want to make the art. And so this play to earn economy is going to really change perspective of people and the value of their time in a different way. And so, you know, yeah, people can do that, but I would say you need a free experience or a really good trailer or something based off of an NFT before you were gating something. I think that the idea that unless you have a partner, maybe your partner Jackie Chan with Touche, and Touche's land is the land that, you know, promotes your product, and you say you can go play some pay-to-play games here, then that's a different thing too, because you have a free hub where people can learn about your product, they can learn about the games they're about to play, and see if it's worth paying for before they pay for it, and that sort of thing. Because that, I feel, for me, that's a necessary thing. I could be wrong. Maybe people just go, you know, spending money like it's nothing because it's the cryptoverse. We have no idea. But we'll see as it develops down the road. Let's see here. I got some questions coming through. Bread Boy says, they're going to rug pull this. Hey, you know, after 4 years of development and 11 years of the sandbox, you know, when rug? You know what I mean? No, I'm kidding. Obviously, sorry, that's the Bored Ape community coming out of me as a meme. We say it all the time. Like, yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? All this work, throw it out. Don't even worry about it. No, but the sandbox really is all about community. We're all about having fun, about building from within, making things organic. Bread Boy, if you didn't watch the stream yesterday, we highlighted a whole bunch of reasons why we're never going to sell the sandbox to any other company. It's going to continue to be further and further decentralized, more and more in your hands, more and more in your control, more functions of DAO, you know, systems and that sort of thing coming forward. So it's only getting better for you and further away from anybody having any possibility of ever being able to pull a rug. Let's see, Maxi Max says it's on page 385 now, so we'll get to that one. Let me open that up real quick. I'm gonna pull that up because we got 611 pages of games here already. That's a massive amount. Nearly, what is that? Maths, like 6,000, just short of 6,000 total games. What was it? 386. Let me scroll up again. 385. It'll probably be on 386 by the time I get there, you know what I mean? Good stuff. Oh. Rock O Gold. Here it is. Wait, there's nothing on the preview. Wait, update. There we go. There we go. There we go, Maxi. I got you. Okay, so we'll keep it up here. I'm going to check once again for more questions before we jump into it. Typically starting off in this sort of fashion lately because we got a whole bunch of questions that have come in, and they're great questions, so it's good to get those answered. Let's see here. If a landowner charges 0.1 sand per game, won't there be a gas fee problem? Jin Gray. That's actually the biggest reason why we have delayed the launch for the general public. Because we need to have the system over on Polygon. Because the gas fee on Polygon is less than a penny for a transaction right now. You know, unless a Polygon Matic token turns into $5,000 a token, that is not going to be a problem in the foreseeable future. And that's the great thing about these layer 2 networks. Not only are they more ecologically sound, you know, less than an email for a transaction, but they're more economically sound as well. For you, for the consumer, all those sorts of things. So any of those transactions, not an issue. Let's see here. Soul Cancer covered that in the chat. Thank you, Soul Cancer. As you get older, time is way more important. I'm with you. My back is broken, you know what I mean? All right, let's see here. Did I walk off the screen? What happened? What are you talking about? I see a lot of people talking about I'm walking off the screen. I'm leaving forever. There it is. Rug. This rug really ties the room together. Dang, you right. Oh. Not Jackie Chan says, nice. Can I have a free preview land that leads to bigger games? Oh. Oh, wait, it doesn't have can I just assumed, you know? And you can win a land. There are lots of different ways to do that. Oh, it's Aloha Friday. That's right. No work till Monday. Wonderful. Happy weekend. Happy weekend. Is there a limit before games get pushed out, or will they always exist unless deleted? Maxi, all these transactions are on the blockchain. We're not in control of pushing your games in or out. Don't worry about that. You're good to go. I mean, you know, technically it's possible, but quite frankly, the manpower for moderating your game, it would be extraordinarily impossible to do. With 166,464 games, we're not going to be able to moderate all of those, right? And the reality is, right now, the only systems in place to do that would be to or unpublish it. It doesn't mean it's gone forever. It can be republished by you. So if we had a situation where somebody made Disneyland, right, and Disney calls up and they're like, hey, that violates some policies, you know, they're calling the Sandbox, and they're saying, hey, this is a big problem here. We can unpublish it currently, but at the end of the day, the system will eventually also be decentralized. If you didn't already know, we had the principles that we have already in place, and some of these subsystems are made, but not all of them are ready yet, is that you could see Disneyland published. You could say, this is copyright protected content. You could put up one sand to say that, right? And if your claim is found to be true by the community at large, then you can win additional sand for making an accurate claim, right? And that's the decentralized way of doing moderation, and how we will be doing things different in the future. That's the way we have it planned at this time. We'll see how that changes in the future, if it changes at all. But I'm pretty sure everybody in the team so far is loving it. The community is loving that idea, so we're still rolling with it. Rock808 says, if I'm able to bring an alpha sword into a game designed without the sword, I wonder if a new game mechanic could check an NFT out on the blockchain to see if it has special tags that could then be used by the game designer. Well, Rock, so you run into, I talked about yesterday right at the end of the show, how a designer has an opportunity to use avatars, or an opportunity to use an asset they create. So if you don't want your users to be able to use custom equipment to play your game, let's say you make a definitely not World of Tanks, right? So you got some World War II tank battles going on. A tank can't equip a sword. It can't equip a Wizzy the Blue Hat. It's a tank. It is replacing the avatar system with this asset that the designer has created or purchased on the marketplace. And so when you replace that avatar, you replace that problem as a dev. If you want somebody to not have the ability to have power creep in your game, to hit things harder, whatever, right? To run faster, jump further, then you design a game in a way that does not use general avatars. But you may have to promote that game a little differently, maybe even a little more heavily, because you're changing the expectation for the user of how the game is going to perform when they play, right? As a dev, conversely, on the other side, right, you need to account for the fact that they may have better weapons. So rather than making things hit like a truck, like in the game I played last week where that knight one-shot my character, items on or not, I had the Wizzy hat on, I had the sword on, didn't matter. I got punched once, I was dead. Rather than they hit really hard, maybe they're really strong and their mechanics change. The environment is more difficult to combat them in. Maybe the ground falls out as the combat continues, and, you know, the knight stands up again. Round 2, I gotta jump over a lava pit as they're lunging at me and dealing lesser damage, but still being able to take a lot of hits. Things like that, right? there are different ways to explore fights and mechanics that can take the elements of those NFTs and just say, yeah, they give you a little buff, but they're not going to take it too far, you know. So let's see here. Open the boxes. I just guess your Discord profile does give it away. It's true. It does. It does. All right. Sandy Coffee says, so excited for Polygon to take over. I'm hyped for it. The steps are already started, right? We're well on our way. The land owners from back in early December were distributed, and before, of course, were distributed 100 M sand on their network. So we're already on the way. We're doing the staking over there. It's good stuff. J Moon says, can you add my game Cramp Land to the list? I can add that. I've got it up there. Will there be a land giveaway? Not on this stream. Not today. But if I'm honest, I have no idea what Seb wants to do. Seb just does. There was one, DJ EJ, if you weren't there like 3 game jams ago, I remember Seb going, how many entrants were in the game jam? And somebody said, there were 72. And there were 10 winners. And Seb was like, everybody gets a land. And we were just blown away. Blown away. It was ridiculous. I'm still blown away by that idea. Because it's just like, yeah, another 62 lands. Bleh. Here you go, community. You guys are great. It was just so great. Will the Alpha Pass 2 be cheaper? Bjorn, the Alpha Pass 2 cost $0.00 to those people who claimed it, except for the Ethereum gas fee. There was no established price. The community established that price. It could be cheaper. It could be more expensive. We have no idea. It's up to you. But also, can't believe you sold that Alpha Pass 1. You're gonna kick yourself if you sold your Alpha Pass 1 once you find out what it can be used for in the future. Where can I get an NFT to join the next game jam? J Moon, you do not need an NFT to join in any game jam. They're totally free to enter. Just create a game using the Sandbox Game Maker based on the rules in the game. House of Coins says a little pinois? I don't know how to pronounce that. The French people in the chat are going to shake their head in disappointment. This, my friend, is Mountain Dew Amp mixed with sparkling water, lemon lime flavor. Because energy drink is the only way that I can be this hype all the time. Oh, that's great. Okay, let's see here. Would there be a possibility of paying sand to enter a PvP and its winner wins all the sand pool, but a percentage is given to the game owner? Backspace, this sounds similar to the mechanics that we understand people want, not just for these PvP instances, but also for gambling in the sandbox. Yes, it would be possible. My cat is not happy about this. But, is it possible today? No, not yet. All these mechanics have to be worked out, and they're in individual states as different reasons. PvP, of course, is its own monster, separate from the idea of potentially like staking some sand to have an earned smart contract reward. But this does require a custom-built smart contract to function, where you can fill the fields dynamically based on the number of users that are playing in a PvP competition. Separately, where you as an individual can go into a single player and or multiplayer gambling experience and do that sort of gambling. We understand that there's a market for all of these things. We are trying to comply with all of those markets while at the same time complying with all local regulation. Because, quite frankly, entire markets like Japan do not want to see gambling, what they consider to be games, at all. Play to earn, they consider it gambling, right? The regular gambling, that's another level. So we have to find ways to comply with age gating, geographic gating, that sort of thing, in order for all of those possibilities to be available to you. So all those things gotta get through. But a super important question. Do I have to join the Creator Fund for my public assets to be published? Tong Chai on YouTube. You would have to be an artist in the program, in the Creator Fund. And even artists in the Creator Fund still need to get their assets manually approved by moderators for now. That will change when we move over to Polygon. That's one of the critical steps we have. And then there's some others, little things to do, moderation-wise, in order to make sure that everybody can publish their Vox assets, and we can be sure as a community, all of us together can moderate those things to make sure that nobody steals your art and republishes it and sells it again, things like that. So there's different things to consider, but important. Let's see. Oh, yes, Rock 808. Definitively, absolutely yes. So Rock 808 clarified their question from earlier. They say, I'm not trying to keep out someone's NFTs. I'm wondering if a game designer can bring in a game mechanic so that the player can open a gate if the player owns or brings in a special NFT. Rock, that's the whole land. And it kind of goes back to what I said earlier. You can only gate access to the land NFT, right? That's the wrapper that contains the experience. So if you want to have a space that's like a 2x2 this way and a 1x1 over there, then yeah, you can gate the 1x1 and say, go play in the 2x2, but if you want to have my exclusive lobby, you want to have the social hub, you need to own the Fungi's NFT or the Alpha Sword. Whatever NFT can be the key to the gate that is that land, right? So you can design as many experiences as you would like, but there's not going to be a way where you're in the instance already and you can gate out something, at least for now. It may be able to be made in the game engine, but it wouldn't read the NFT per se. It would read the asset ID, which is more complicated because each individual NFT has unique serialization. So you would have to know the asset ID of all of the NFTs in a collection if you sold them, like the Alpha Swords, right? You've got however many number of those, 1,000 Alpha Swords that exist. You'd have to know the asset ID of all 1,000. So it becomes more complex than just gating out the NFT itself. Let's see here. Enrique Mendez from Boise, Idaho says, I hope I win one Alpha Pass this time. I'm going to presume my Alpha Pass. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you want it. You get in those competitions. You get in those competitions, there's going to be lots of them. There's going to be play-to-earn versions. There's going to be all sorts of things. It's good stuff. ET from Home 23 says, LOL, Sandbox PvP in another universe. ET. We're only in alpha version 0.6.14 right now. We got a long way to go, friend. We got a long way to go. Definitely having PvP out here. All right. Good stuff. So we're down at the bottom. Woo! Woo! I lost my voice there. Gonna do a little crock of gold right here. Maxi Mac asked for us to play this game a few times over the last week or so. I was intending to do it in a couple streams ago, but we have a lot of great questions popping off in the chat recently, so I'd love to get those addressed. And there may come a time where I just decide we're adding another hour to these live streams. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Depends on how many questions continue to come through the chat, because I'm loving being a great resource for you. But the question comes in over on YouTube.com. Is Battle Royale format possible in the future? Yes. Absolutely. We understand that PvP is an essential piece of gaming in the world today. So yes, we will have that as a function for you. Just taking some time. Once again, we're only in alpha version 0.6.14. And multiplayer mechanics, the last I checked, which was about 2 months ago, we're 6 months away based on an open-ended target. Does that mean it's still 6 months? I have no idea. It could be faster, it could be slower. There's an entire dedicated team to that. There's a different dedicated team to Mac release. There's a different dedicated team to the stuff we're doing for the alpha, and a different dedicated team for tweaking, creating, and adjusting lands and experiences that you can play from Alpha 1 to Alpha 2. I think you'll find that many of the experiences that you played in Alpha 1, if you see them again in Alpha 2, they will be changed. And for the better in almost every case, in my opinion. I had an opportunity to check out some of those, so I'm super hype about a lot of stuff I can't talk about. A lot of stuff I can't talk about. Have you played a PC game called Rust? Afterlife. Afterlife, the only definitive thing about Rust that I found is the permanent mental scarring that comes from the sound of a zipper. And if you don't know, you haven't played Rust, alright? You have not played Rust. Dancing Sweater says, just ended my Sandbox live stream. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Okay, so let's jump into this. Right away, looks like, I don't know, it could be a custom character. And I wear, oh, okay, I can wear my own stuff, but I start with a DJ guy headset, so I'm going to wear that. And take off my sword. This is a game that's built to have avatars in it. First person I see. Never heard such nonsense. That Michael's daydream. I don't know where I came up with that accent for this guy, but it works. It works. He's on the road. Hard working. Welcome to the courtyard. Feel free to look around and speak to everyone. Alright. Can I speak to a dragon, dude? Oh, I can speak to a cyber dragon! I need that on a button. I should put that on a button. Alright. Hey, explorers, so here's the gist of it. Leprechauns have been spotted in the metaverse or something. Now, on to the important stuff. There's an egg on the ledge above. If you can keep it... Oh, you can keep it if you can reach it. Do that and I'll open the gate. Alright. Feel free. Feel free. We can reach it. We can reach it if we try. Almost done now. I just need some horses. Alright. Giddy up, dude. Thought I saw some friends. Oh, look at this rooster. Look at this rooster. Look at this cute little rooster over here. Doesn't really have a proper walk animation. But it's rooster. It's doing rooster things. I tried to help the dragon, but those bullies up there scared me and took my pocket money. Dang, dude, what a bunch of jerks. They took your money? What a bunch of jerks. Leprechauns are ridiculous. Whoa, why are you attacking the chick? Oh, sorry. You're shooting at the target. The chicken seemed upset that he was shooting arrows, so I thought he was attacking the chickens, bro. Can't do that, especially in Hawaii. Man, that's the craziest thing. I don't know. You know, if you've never been there, you gotta go. You gotta go down. Gotta go down to Hawaii. Sorry for those people who live in Hawaii. I understand you don't want people people messing things up. You got a culture that's fantastic. You gotta, all that sort of thing. But there's birds everywhere because it's illegal to like attack the birds, right? So like, just be eating breakfast, right? You're eating outside. And these birds will just literally just be chilling right next to your foot. They're just waiting. They're like, you got snacks for me? You got snacks, bro? And I'm seeing these roosters and I'm thinking, this guy's looking at me, he's like, snacks, bro? You got some snacks for me? Right now? Memories, right? This guy's got a lot of roosters. You must have a lot of snacks. Here we go, a little simple parkour action. I could have just climbed a ladder? Okay. Just do it the easy way, Here we go. I gotta stop doing it. It sounds too much like Mario. Nintendo, no. Oh, hey, it's those jerks, dude. It's those jerks, dude. Ah. Oh! Well, there I go. All right, let's try. Let's try that again. Oh, whoa! Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, bro. That floor hurts. Oh, there was just there's just a little stick boy right there. We could just climb the stick. Oh! Oh, well, I'm not a very good gamer, dude. Oh, man, I hurt myself again. Wow, I'm extra bad right now. Look at that. Look at that. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is why I love the Hawaiian culture. You see that in the chat right there? It says, "Come with love for the land and the people, and you're good." That's what I'm all about. I'm not kidding. That's why I wanted to move there. I was, to put it politely, I was disappointed that my wife was like, "The heat, though." So I'm like, "Who cares? Look at how amazing this culture is." Like the culture. I'm there for the culture. Which is such a wild thing to say, right? Like, not really, obviously. Like, the culture is fantastic, but like, you know, I guess it's just because I hear it all the time in the NFT space. Of people being like, "I'm here for the culture," and you're like, "Really? Or are you here for the dollars?" You know? But legit, like, doesn't get better. Doesn't get better in my opinion. Like, you know, and this is my personal bias speaking. It's my personal bias speaking, but like we were just hanging out and we're driving down the road, right? I mean, I didn't drive. We took public transit. But we're driving down the road and it's like every house basically had solar on it. And I'm like, that's cool. You know, taking care of the land. You're walking around and there's just people, you know, there's no litter. There's no litter anywhere. I've never seen a major city that isn't just covered in garbage. You just don't see it, you know? And I don't know. It's great. It's great. All right, I got a dragon's egg. I did the thing. The door's open. Oh, wow, the door just straight up opened. The dragon needed no confirmation. They were just, yeah, I sense the disturbance. You know, I feel the energy, right? That's the one where like I think if you are creating that quest, you know, maybe the dragon needs a little confirmation. So you could have it so that after you get the egg, you're talking to the dragon. What is it? It's probably in my quest items, but we'll just ignore that it's in my quest items for a second. And maybe the dragon egg pops up down here next to the dragon. Like, boop, delivered to you. Thank you, sir. May I have another? And the door's open. You know? All right. We're walking through. We assume this guy, he looked nice. Even if they did exist, I wouldn't mess around with them. They're meant to be right little tricksters. Sounds very British. Sounds very British. He's muttering something about leprechauns. I mean, I've heard of them, but they don't exist. I think you better find Michael and make sure he's all right. All right, follow the path Michael took. Well, what was Michael's path? I see a little secret over here, a little secret. Can I not collect this yet? I cannot. There may be a reason to come back and play later. Here we go. Legendary. Legendary it is. Absolutely legendary. I wish I had one. What do you mean, this headset? Look, these headphones? Oh, find the Alpha Sword? Dog, I got you. I got you. I got you. But I appreciate the use in the game, of course. So, it's my understanding that we decide our kings based on, you know, watery tarts throwing swords into the lake. So, it's got to be in here, behind this waterfall, right? Oh, okay. Man, I'm getting beat up by just the offset timing of these swords. Alright, barbarian. Yeah, wrecked. He didn't want none. He didn't want any. He got tired. He was like, I give up. It's a system of government, folks. Lottery tarts distributing swords. Really a fine system of government. Oh, hey, check it out. Found it. That's how you know I'll be king one day, you know? Here we go. I found it. Do I need to go back? Do I need to go back and talk to you? Woo! I do not. But they are a healer. So, you know. Is the image box on my screen or in stream? I don't know what you mean. Oh, I apologize. That's totally me. That's totally me. I had things set up earlier for a co-streamer. And now it is fixed. I apologize for that little black screen down there. Getting things set up, folks. I don't know. You know, we had an issue the other day in the chat, a couple of different times actually, 2 different times last week. Where there's a little bit of toxicity in the chat, and so in order to solve that, we are adding a new ambassador specifically dedicated to helping here in this chat. And so, you know, we're gonna clear some stuff up. And that space is typically there for a co-host, like an Alex, like a Lucas, like this person. I have someone in mind, and they're hanging out with us in the chat right now. But I won't announce that yet because they're not officially added yet to the ambassadors list. Backspace says, Joseph, you need to come to Singapore then. Pretty clean by my standard. Hey, I'm with it. I literally want to go everywhere. And I'm not kidding. Like, anywhere where people won't look at me and want me to die for existing, I want to be there and learn more. Honestly, that's what I'm all about. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen, whether it be, you know, Netflix or HBO or wherever you can find it, but Anthony Bourdain, you know, that guy, despite, you know, his personal issues, really had an appreciate. Would you bring us some meat? I'll open the gate for you. I assume I can get meat via these deer. I'll feel like a jerk, but give me your meat, deer. Wait, it didn't work. Where do you just find meat? I sure hope there's not just meat laying about. You don't want to have just meat on the ground. But you know, Anthony Bourdain, one of those kind of people who did that, like went to places that people from America, frankly, just don't go. Because people don't like Americans, you know? For better or worse. Sorry, America. I live here, you know? I'm just gonna... Is this gonna work? Oh, nope. Can I just jump over the wall and ignore the quest? Because that would probably disappoint someone. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I'd say check that out. If you haven't. Oh, is this where I find meat? Behind this door? Oh, hey, what's up, friend? Grony. Grony's the name. Small piggy spots. Wait, oh, okay, maybe you'll give me meat, but I'm sad about it. I would have much rather killed a big, mature deer than kill small piggy spots. Well, you didn't even give meat. Now I'm just a jerk, dude. Leprechauns, you say. Some other fellow was out here looking for them, too. I told him I'd seen a little critter running through here before it disappeared. He dropped something. But I can't find that either. Searched the whole place and I can't find nothing. Dude, you been eating fungi? Dude, you been eating fungi right now? One of the locals, Michael, ran off looking for leprechauns. He hasn't been seen for a few days now, so if you want to go look for him, get my egg. I don't want to hurt the piggy. Run. Bow, bow. Fight me. Do it. There we go. He hit me. So the combat's not too, like, competitive, I guess I'd say. At least in this area. Probably make it a little more dynamic, like maybe things can run up over these walls that might see me as we come in or something like that. That way, you know, there's some level of difficulty there. I don't know. Okay, so this guy says they ran through here, but there's no way up over there. There we go. The one way up. The one way up has an invisible wall. Alright, gamer. What can we do here? What can we do here? I just need to hit pigs? I don't want to just hit small piggies, but I don't see another way. I'm going to push E. Something hit me through the wall twice. Oh, no, it's just those particular tiles deal damage to you. I forget. It's like my treasure chest. What the heck? An unseen treasure. Untold treasures, matey. Nothing to find. New objective unlocked. Nothing to find. Find nothing. Found it. I found nothing. But also, why can't I go in here? The invisible walls. They're closing in. Can I jump on the piggy? No, I cannot. Well, I got nothing for this area. But I found nothing, you know. Meat. Still need meat. I feel like I should be able to kill deer for meat. But none of the deer can be killed for meat. There's nothing else that's obvious in the area. There's a deer spawner. They don't die. Is this guy gonna sell me meat? Are you a vendor pig? Heck, pick up your meat here, dude. Oh, hey, what's up, friend? I was hoping you'd have chicken. Got 3 choices, and that's it. Now pick one and get lost. You got beef, you got lamb, and you got venison. I like venison. I've been trying to get these to you the whole time. Where's the meat at? What about squirrel? Sure. Oh. Oh, hey. What's up? What's up, beaver? What's up, little beaver boy? Only one of those answers was the right answer. What? Wait, why do I care about Michael again? Alright, where's my meat, bro? And I'm going to run off over here into this area that shouldn't be explored. Just to see what I can see, okay? Can I just jump on the wall? Can I just jump on this wall right now? Let's put this game to the test here. Put this game to the test. Can I break your game? Wait. Almost. I think I gave up early on that one. There may be an invisible wall over the totally visible invisible wall. Oh! Yeah, dude. That's not good. It's not bad. It's not great. You know? There is a way back, so that's cool. But, you know, now all of this is exposed because of that one thing. Your entire game can be broken. This is a 2x2, so there's a lot of game left to play. Whee! Well, who needs that quest, you know what I mean? What's up, friend? All right, all right. First time watching the stream. Are there giveaways too? Also, Sandbox Alpha changed my life. Thanks a lot. Now I'm paying my tuition with it and collecting Sandbox NFTs. That's amazing. That's really awesome. I'm super excited to hear that. I'm, hey, uh, Divya, just so you know, I don't know. I wish I knew how to say that properly because I feel like a colonizer out here. You know what I mean? Just the way that I'm saying all these names, because I'm awful at saying names. Divyanish. I hope I said that right. The anyway, the idea that you can continue to play to earn is staying true in Alpha Season 2. You can win another pass. There's twice as many passes as last time. Stick with it. Hopefully we can pay for the next, year of tuition or whatever. Just playing to earn together. That's amazing. Super excited. We haven't done the giveaway yet, though. There are giveaways on this stream. Let's see here. I just bought the Snoop Dogg OG vest. Heck yeah, dude. They look awesome. Did you see when Alex showed how the kind of design process behind that vest works? If you want to know how to make we'll call it a logo on that vest, a couple Saturdays ago, probably 2, 3 Saturdays ago, Alex showed it on the live stream when it was distributed that week. Somebody said jump on a pig a bunch of different times. I tried jumping on the pig. They're just transparent. Pick up the beaver. Maxi Mac says, pick up the beaver! Maxi Mac. The interesting thing about me playing this game, while you can't read, or rather, while I don't read the chat, is that when I play the game and I don't read the chat, and you want to leave a suggestion for me, that implies that it needs to be left as a suggestion in the game, for the most part. Because, yes, some people might pick up the beaver, but they may not. Maybe now I'm just totally, just totally lost. But, EJ says, Nintendo Wii coming to Sandbox? Pretty sure the Wii can't handle it. How tall can you build a standard 1x1 lot? CBH team member asks. CBH. You see these voxel blocks here? These voxel blocks, which have 32 voxels per block, are 1 meter tall in-game for scale, right? 2 persons are standing 2 meters tall. Standard. Most people are 2 meters tall, or thereabouts. So, you have 128 meters from the below the ground floor to the top of the sky that you can build on. So 64 times taller than this person is. When I jump, I only go up 1 meter. So, you got a whole bunch of room to build vertically. And people have leveraged that to make loads of different experiences, including hidden sections where maybe you walk up to a door and get teleported underground. But it doesn't feel like you're underground, it just feels like you're in the house. Because the house would normally have a roof on it. You don't need the the top-down sun skylight going on. So, it can be built very tall. Very, very tall. Ah, Dev. Dev. Sure, I'll call you Dev. Why not? Okay. Pups Culture. Welcome back. Welcome back. See you in the chat. Dancing Sweater. Absolutely right. Another thing to note, if you didn't already know, the number of blocks left to right, or north to south, east to west, is 96 blocks, 96 meters, north, south, east, west. And then the vertical space going into space is 128 meters tall. And once again, each one of those blocks is 32 voxels, right? So do the multiplication on that, and that's how much detail you could potentially put into your world. Loads. Got off work and rushed here, Zach Slaughterbeck. Nice to see you. Nice to see you over there on YouTube. You need a graphic for it, just jump in Discord. We got you. You're right. You're right. Throw in the shaka. Yeah. 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 Hopefully I've, earned it to a certain extent one of these days. Beyond this gate lies great danger. If you die out there, you will respawn at the courtyard. I'm going to read that again. It triggered the gate again. If you're ready, take some deep breaths and prepare yourself. Hey, the gate doesn't open. I guess I'm not ready, dog. Guess I'm not ready, dog. I gotta wait until the notice goes away before I can open the gate again. Hopefully it works this time. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. What's this? Why do I have an indicator here? Why do I have an arrow here? Is this a healing waters? Alright, bro. Ah. Get buried. Ah, yes. Sweet, sweet combat. Now we can test and see if these waters heal. They do. That's a good healing shrine. I like that. It looks like it would be healing. It reminds me of the Prince of Persia. You ever play the Prince of Persia? Anybody in the chat? You remember this game? I'm not talking about the older one, but I am talking about the older one. I'm talking about the one that was made on like the original Xbox, that era. In those games, in the Prince of Persia, the healing shrines were like pools of water. You'd scoop it up and you'd take a sip. You know, and so this reminds me of that. I like that. We got some fruits. I pick up the bananas. They got a little indicator on them, telling me something. Michael. Ooh. Hey, whoa. Michael, what's up, friend? What's up, bro? They were not there until I pressed E. I don't know if that's on purpose, but Michael was not there. Woo! Soul Cancer says 1.1 plus million cubic meters. Ooh. Hi, Joseph. No respawn / die inside today? Not yet. Not yet. I did fall a couple times at the beginning of this map, but nonetheless. He was hidden from the brutes. Okay. So I would say if that is the case, possibly, you can make like a little, like a pile of rugs there, right? Or some rubble in the corner that has like a little text block that's like shuffle, 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 or something like that to kind of get me to come over here. Obviously, the light under the feet is enough to do that, but it could be a place for them to be hiding. Just, a small aesthetic thing. It doesn't have to be the case. You do want people to pay attention to it. The glowing aura is the thing that called me here, right? But that, like, kind of keeping me in the moment of the game there. Typically, the best games are always... Keeper Top Shot says, Joe missed a lot, and you're right. I skipped a lot. I didn't miss a lot. The whole point, for me, personally, is to help make sure that your users can't break the game. And I did, and I could. So I broke it. Should we call the games maps or experiences? Dancing Sweater, I got a reference from somebody out of the Japan region a couple of weeks ago that said that they would recommend that we don't call them games at all, even those things that are gamified, but that we just call them experiences, because there's this thing going on in the region where people are simply just saying, like, play to earn games, which is why we ideally don't call them games. Play to earn games are frowned upon in Japan. They're, like, heavily, apparently. And for a variety of reasons. So if we can call them experiences, then it would be easier for the people of Japan to say, hey, I'm not playing games here. I'm building experiences, and I'm I'm living in those experiences, and I'm earning based on my time commitment and all the other things that we need to do for those individual governments really to realize that this is a real future, that people's time is valuable, and that they're getting paid for their time more so than getting paid to play or something like that, right? Play to earn is a nice terminology, but at the same time, it's possible that you could have a view to earn. Maybe in the future, there's a concert that pays you to be there. Who knows? We'll see. All right. Devs over there on YouTube says, yes, Prince of Persia, where the sand mission was there near the healing waters in the palace. The prince was teleported. Amazing experience. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Here we go, Rock 808, reinforcing that. Because there will be concerts, exploration areas, escape rooms, right? The play to earn can come in a bunch of different ways. So, yeah, experience is, and I get it. Personally, I have to get past the term play to earn, because if an experience itself can be experienced to earn, right? Like an escape room, which typically a person might pay for an escape room, that may not be considered fun to another person, but it could be an experience to earn situation as well, kind of depending on who you are, what do you want to do, So there's all sorts of different things there. Sandbox better than Minecraft too many times, says. The only thing that really is similar between Minecraft and the Sandbox, in my opinion, is the fact that some of the blocks are 32 voxel cubes. The world blocks. But in terms of fidelity, gameplay, everything that the devs, these individuals are deciding, it's really so far away from what a Minecraft is. And that's a good thing. That allows Minecraft its space. It allows the Sandbox its own space. And the developer can make something unique and fun. This entire comment, I feel like it's going to be a series of stuns. I would say that for this, maybe grouping them up, zoning them up a little bit more, a little less wide open for this combat experience would be good. Wait. Oh, yes, those ground tiles hit me again. So in this area, I don't love the fact that this ground tile, I think what you did here was you copied this ground tile that dealt damage to me in previous areas. Excuse me. And you pasted it in here where the ground tile does damage again. And with that being the case, I'm not in love with that in this area, because I think you've got enough combat going on. And really what it needs to be in order to make it more diverse is like have areas where I can't back away from the fight. I have to stand, I have to fight, possibly in groupings, maybe having, as I'm getting further down the way here, maybe I'm walking down this way and a wall comes in from the right that would sweep me and the enemies off, while also slowly forcing me forward, so we must fight. You could have far fewer enemies here, but like that Indiana Jones style, the walls are closing in from behind, pushing me up to the front sort of situation, I think would be really cool here. If there's like no way out, of course I could see even saying that some things would be conflicting if I can jump on this, so we'd have to fix that. So these like physics-based items, I hurt myself again just walking. So there's different ways I think to go about this combat, because all of you know, this, what we're doing, this is okay, but it's a bit repetitive. And yeah, it's easy. It's easy. I can do this and ignore everything and go all the way back and just heal right here. So, you know, and that's okay. It's okay that I can heal if I heal at a point where it seems like this is the next progression point. If it's achievable without taking too long. And, you know, when I look at that, I bring this up all the time, but I typically look at like one of the primary positive reviews that I ever saw for a game that really hit with me was at the release of the very first Halo game on the original Xbox. At the launch of the Xbox, they had said that the thing that set that game apart and what made it one of the most iconic games of all time, not just in shooters, was that you would have 60 seconds of combat and 60 seconds of dialogue and 60 seconds of combat. So you had time to absorb the world, you had time to absorb the story, and then you went back to kicking the teeth in of all the bad guys. And it didn't matter that they all looked the same or they, you know, whatever. They all generally acted the same. But it was the idea that there was this natural flow of you can pick up a little piece of story, a bite of story, and then go in and destroy some enemies, and then go get another bite of story, right? And I think you have an opportunity with a space like this to do exactly that. Because you've got this fantastic start with this guy who's going and he's saying, oh, well, he can't go anywhere. You know, we want to get to the leprechauns. Cool. Let's introduce the leprechaun right here when we get into this combat scenario. And instead of it being wide open, you have the leprechaun here. And as you walk up, a proximity trigger, it disappears. And there's a text box that says, you're not going to catch me. And boop, and it pops up far off in the distance out here, right? And when it pops up in the distance, you have a natural direction to go. And so now we have to get here. And you have to get there within, I don't know, a couple seconds, or it feels like a couple seconds. So you smash your way through some enemies, and you almost catch him. Boop, disappears again. Okay, pops up over here. More enemies. Go get them. Natural, bop, 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 bop. Oh, can't, boop, disappears. Comes over here. And we got to fight 4 or 5 more guys, right? We get little narrative bites in between these combat scenarios. You wouldn't even really have to change this open, you know, open style area in that case, because you've got those bites of story happening with those bites of combat that you could eat up. And is this skeleton even going to try to attack me? It doesn't. It's chilling. The skeleton's just vibing, dude. He's fun. He's having fun. He's enjoying life. He doesn't want any, you know. He's a nice guy at the end of the day. Don't judge him. I think you make it overall, you just make it a lot more fun this way. Because right here, right now, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm in and I'm leaving, and I'm in and I'm leaving. But what you could do is you could say the leprechaun leaves a piece of gold behind when it disappears. And that piece of gold, I mean, yeah, this fountain can exist, but we could ignore it, because the piece of gold that it leaves behind, you don't pick it up, it heals you. And, you know, so the leprechaun's like, from right here, maybe, well, you'll never catch me, and blah, blah, blah. Poof, disappears, drops a gold. You walk up to the gold. When you get in closer proximity, the magic of the leprechaun leaves a healing aura on this gold, and that's the text that's above the gold piece. You don't have to do that on any other gold piece therein. Every time he disappears, he leaves a piece of gold, and it heals you, right? So we don't need to go back. We can have this exact same high, frenetic combat, high speed. Hey, bam, bam, bam. Go back. Boom, 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 right? Little heal. We're good. Let's go fight 4 more. We're feeling good in this area, right? And that's the kind of combat that you want to target. So this is, and I'm just spitballing here. These are just trying to use your concepts, your world, and take it to that, like, quick 60 seconds of combat, 60 seconds of story sort of mentality. And it'll give you an overall better experience. And then, look at this! Give me the key. Look at this. Or else. Give me the blank to that door back there, or else. Oh, that a challenge? Oh, one of the locals, Michael, ran off looking for leprechauns. So that text popped again, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the leprechaun story is ever going to flesh out. Maybe it's fake the whole time. I have no idea. This is just kind of, based on continuing to follow this line of the leprechauns being a thing. Where do I find it? Okay, let's see. A little fungi here, a little fungi. Hey, I got a little fungi, a little shroom. I hope that I need them. I assume that I do. I'm going to collect them. Another one. Delicious. Hey, what's up? Would you mind helping me clear out the shrooms around the place? Sure. Why not, friend? I got 5 out of 20 right now. Very good. Oh, I like that. I like the little cave, the little hidey hole. Don't make it too easy, you know? Oh, hey, friend. See this croc NFT right here? If you bring one near some boom fruits, you can cause some serious damage. This one's mine. If you want your own, have a look near the waterfalls. Sweet, I'm about to find one. If you find those pesky critters and where they're hiding, you'll have untold riches. Oh, hey, what's up, friend? What's up, friend? I remember lots of those. Okay, so the interesting thing about these mushrooms, we'll see. We'll find out here. I've seen people take two directions with these fetch quests like this, right? But direction one is they may go, well, there's exactly 20. Some people leave a little grace, a little leeway, and they say, well, maybe there's 22. So far, it hasn't been too hard. Most of them have been pretty obvious. But it looks like there's going to be exactly 20 here. So I'd say this one is obviously, you're the dev here. You know what you're doing. You've made it. But that's kind of an option for you, is to add a couple more maybe, if you think that this is taking me too long to your liking. If it's not taking long enough, make it more difficult for where they are. See, you're going to know exactly where all the mushrooms are, right? So when you time check this, when you check the, can I complete this quest? Can I complete it in relatively quick fashion? You're not going to know that I'm completely blind, Boy, I wish there was a way to fix that. I wonder if somebody could make a game. That'd be an interesting challenge. I wonder if somebody could make a game that was handicap accessible in a way where, like, I could literally play with my eyes closed. Like, all the audio cues in there would be interesting. Where's this mushroom? Where are the mushrooms at, bro? Friend. Bro and or lady bro. Where is the last mushroom? I'm not genuinely asking. Chat probably already knows. A little staircase implies I ought to be down here at some point. There's gonna be like one corner of one area that I haven't gone in yet. There it is. There it is. Okay. Alright. Follow the path Michael did. Does this thing now make the wall explode? Or is that like permanently pseudo closed off area? And I say pseudo closed off because I'm pretty sure I could get on there. Yes. Just a few trees. A few trees away. Oh. Anyway. Okay. So we're following the path Michael took. Well, now we're past Michael. Alright, Michael didn't want that. Okay. This door unlocked. I went this way. But that guy told me to go find the statues. Does that mean I need to go backwards? Go find all these statues? Alright. Alright. Okay. Where were the croc statues? I remember that they existed. Are there any in here? Also, the ground hurts. Yes, there's one. And I cannot grab it. I have to hit it? Wait, did that do good things? Was I supposed to hit it? Here's another one. I can grab it, but what does it do? I grabbed it instead of hitting it this time. See if I can bring it back to this guy. Here's some boom fruits. Are the boom fruits... Okay. Yeah. Are the boom fruits the fruits that are just right there? Just chilling? And if so, did I destroy my only hope? Okay. I can... Oh, there's like a little ladder there. Like, if I... Alright. Okay. Alright. Isn't that close enough? No! When I pick it up, it wants to pick it up like way up here. I assumed that this is what one would define as a boom fruit, because I see a ladder there. So I'm sure that the ladder is there because we can go down the other way and go down this grave right over here. All right, let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to find the answer from Maxi Mac now because I'm at a loss. You have to talk to the one near the wall. Did that. Okay. Didn't speak to the dude at the entrance. Did that. Okay. You can tell now that I'm not reading this in real time, because I'm way behind. Out near the waterfalls. You said have a look near the waterfalls, but I'm seeing a future thing right here. Anyway, I saw the fruit there. I assumed this meant boom fruit. But, you know, I just live by one principle, alright? Don't go chasing waterfalls. And I broke it. I broke this video game. Remember when I jumped over this wall? Remember when I did that? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Whatever you do, don't eat the boom fruits. Don't eat them, dude. They go boom. It's in the name. Don't eat the boom fruits. You know? But yeah. Can I go this way? Oh, pirate! Friend! Friend pirate! I will jump over your invisible wall to get back to where I need to go. I swear. I swear, friend. I will jump over your wall. I will find a way to re-break in the opposite direction this game. Oh, hey, what's up? Look at that! I'll just break it both ways. Don't even worry about it. No worries. Easy. Never in doubt. Here's that waterfall, dude. Wait. But there's more. Wait, this is the actual one. The one that's highlighted. Not all the others. This one says boom. Where do I make the boom happen? Do I have to make the one... Do I have to make... Fungi Slinger? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Don't go chasing waterfalls in the chat. That's right. Champ. Champ right there. Champ. You have the wrong dragon. The ones you want are near the waterfalls. Maxi Mac. How and why would I know that if they're all over the world? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And that's okay. This is good feedback. This is really, and I hope that you don't take this as legit criticism. I'm just taking what I'm getting, and I'm playing this game like I'm 5 years old, right? I'm playing this game like I have no idea what I'm doing because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going for it. And I'm hitting it as fast as I can as things go. The dragon artifact that acts as a detonator is out by the waterfall. So what I would say is if you only want one of them to be the detonator, then the others need to just say text over them as you're walking by. Something like, this looks like a cheap knockoff, or this one is missing a fuse, or there's no gunpowder in this statue, right? Little things that kind of give you that bit of story. Okay, so now if I want to go back, because I didn't actually do this quest right, I'm going to have to continue to cheat. But, you know how we do. You know how we exploit out here. You know how we break these video games. And you gotta commit. You gotta commit if you want to break the game. You gotta really give it a real jump, you know? Here we go. Excuse me, eagle. Could have skipped that whole zone too. That's interesting. Whee! Here we go. Boom! Alright, we did it right this time. Did it right this time, friend. You stay over there. You're highly explosive. I guess I could have just probably jumped. I just got done playing a whole bunch of Dying Light 2. Game came out today. It was, it's pretty good. It's pretty good if you like drop kicking zombies in the face, but I was so stuck on the idea, like, oh no, I'm going to take falling damage, but I forgot that in the sandbox, every avatar is just a superhero, you know? I'm in for that superhero landing. Excuse me, sir. Luis. Hey. Hey, I didn't tell you this, but the treasure is behind the door. It has the bright green block on the wall next to it. Shh. Oh, I got you, dog. One of the locals, Michael, continues to have that exact same text pop up every time I get to the next section. Oh, that's a lot of kids. Wait, are these the leprechauns, bro? But they're just children. I don't want to... Maxi Mac. At Maxi Mac. I don't want to kill children in this live stream, friend. I don't want to do that. Down with that sort of thing, okay? Okay, there's a little green block by a door. But wait, there's multiple green... Oh, I see you. I see you. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. This guy trolling me, dude. This guy's trolling me right now, friend. He's like, heh. Oh, look at these. These guys are excited. Everybody else wants to get into some Mortal Kombat out here, dude. Everybody else wants to rock the block, dude. Wait. Yeah, they do. Why do they all want to kill me? No. No, children. No. Oh, hey, what's up? It's, this looks like it's the right way, but I'm missing a key component. I don't want to have to do this to you, child. Ooh, child. There's a lot of gold everywhere. What are you doing? Ancient treasure. Oh, my goodness. Give me all your treasure. I'm hype about it. I'm hype about that treasure. This door doesn't even open. Hackers, dude. This door goes nowhere. I love that some of the treasure is collectible. This is not even a lever. Lever? Doesn't matter. Can't pull it. Alright? Can't even pull it. Okay. Bunch of children to kill to a door that goes nowhere. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Ah! Okay, first of all, Maxi Mag. You need a spawn point. You need a spawn point in that area with the doors if the doors are going to kill you for using them. I'm as far away as humanly possible from that area right now, aren't I? Right? I'm like really far away, right? Oh, I could just jump out of the whole map right at the beginning. Uh-oh. Uh... Okay. All right, so we've identified some things. We've learned some things. Maxi, I say this. I like where you're going. I like the idea. Now that I know which ones are meant to be the leprechauns, it would be very easy for me to like have that one kid like follow the trail back to where all the others are, and it's an obvious trap, right? Make sure that once we get through that checkpoint, that there is a checkpoint. There's just another spawn point there. A lot of good stuff out of this. A lot of good stuff. There's great segmenting of the different experiences in here. There's some interesting story that I was able to lead into some other pieces. Take it, leave it, throw it out, make your own stuff, but continue to build on that story. Continue to build on the idea that every moment that's spent not doing something or things that appear to be repetitive needs to or ought to be broken up. All of your fetch quests were pretty fast and good. A couple of them we identified here that, you know, I'm grabbing the wrong thing. So how can we make it more obvious to the gamer that this is the wrong thing? Or obvious meaning some clues. That way I don't take the dragon from right next to this homeless dude right here all the way back to the beginning and go like, it doesn't work anywhere. You know, you don't want your users to get upset because they believe they have the right answer, and they don't. And then, of course, you've got some visible, invisible walls, and then you've got some actual invisible walls in the game. So I would say pick one of those, and by that I mean if you want to segment these things out, I personally recommend never using any invisible walls. Just make an obvious asset wall. You know, a reason this is here. There's already stone walls. Why not stone wall right here? So that it's just part of the keep, part of the kingdom, right? It doesn't really matter. You're making a compelling story that happens inside your universe. So you don't need to block it off like this necessarily. in ways that look different. Unless there's a magical reason why these blockades are here. If you can blame it on the leprechauns, great. That works. Then just make this visible magical wall there and say, it's the leprechaun's fault that these magical walls are here. Deal with it, you know? And your users will be like, okay, that makes sense. You've made this part of the universe. I'm in. I'm invested. And they're fine, right? So, lots of different things there. The time is now 7:46 p.m. my local time. Spent a lot of time in this game, and we haven't yet done a giveaway. So, I'm going to make a new form for a giveaway. We're going to answer some questions in the chat, and we're going to save the rest of those games for tomorrow. Because tomorrow, at 10 a.m. my local time, we got a Game Jam Awards ceremony, right? Having a good time. I got to get up bright and early for that, much earlier than that, to set up all of the things we need to set up for that Game Jam Awards show. And beyond that, get things set up and ready for all of our, our guests. Typically we have Seb on there. Alex, hopefully. We'll see if Alex can make it. He may not be able to, but we'll see what happens. I know he's got an appointment at a dentist tomorrow for his daughter, so can't miss that. Very important. But nonetheless, let's get that form ready for you. Let's get going. Have a good time. And then we'll close it out once again with a little AMA session here in the chat. So I'll pick the accept responses, create a URL, copy that for you here. It's going out in the chat right now. All right, Dancing Sweater, if you'd like to play on Mac, you'll need to download a boot camp and sideload Windows, and then download this in Windows for now. There will be other options in the future. Mac development for a game client and the game maker are being developed right now. Candidly Kristen says, he said he had to set up everything for tomorrow. I figured he meant turning on his computer. What can I say? Candidly Kristen, if you don't know, you could be on this stream, and it's as simple for you as a phone call inside your web browser, similar to what Zoom does. On my side, not quite that simple. Turns out. A lot of work making sure that these streams are clean, fresh, fun for you, and easy for our guests to be able to join. So, yeah, there's a little setup time, a little setup for that. I want to make sure it looks good, feels good, Candidly, Kristen, get good, and it's that simple. You right. Just get good, you know what I mean? Just get good. All right, 1 second while I refresh the chat here. I'm going to make sure I get the right number of people who are active in the chat. 257 people active right now. So, I'm going to wait until there's about 275 responses because I assume some folks over on Twitter.com are coming over to fill out the form. There's one winner for each stream of the Wizzy the Blue NFT asset. It looks similar to, but not quite the same as this one. This particular NFT is Wizzy the Blue's Undying hat, Alex limited to 10 units, but the Wizzy the Blue hat itself is still a great asset and can be used as an NFT in any combat-based experience in the Sandbox game. That's what you'll be winning today. The only real difference is a little statistical difference, and it doesn't have a gold rim on the one we'll give out for the stream. Metalia says there's a new game jam? That's right, Metalia. But it's not an official game jam. It's a community game jam with a huge prize pool. If you would like to check that out, go back to the very beginning of this show. We give you all the details there. But it's a game jam run by the Fungi family. If you don't know who they are, check out who they are. It's worth your time. Huge prize. First place is winning, at this time, over $40,000 worth of sand. Touche in the chat over here on twitch.tv linked the competition from touche.studio/game-jam. I'll put it in the chat as well. So check that out. If you're thinking about some game jam winnings, you want to make some great content, that's a competition with a big prize. And that's just first place. That doesn't count second place, third, fourth, fifth, 10th, right? Big prizes all the way across. What type of game does it need to be? Afterlife details are in the link I just put inside the chat right now. Do you have to have a land to play to earn on Alpha Season 2? You do not, 8 Acoustic over on YouTube. What you need to have is an Alpha 2 Season Pass. You'll be able to play all the content without having the pass. In order to earn sand, you need to earn a pass. There's going to be a whole bunch of ways to earn a pass. The announcement will go out in a medium.com article in a little under 2 weeks right now. All right, we got 263. Give me 10 more. Give me 10 more responses, chat. I'd like them to be unique, of course. We don't accept multiple submissions. I do have some turned on right now to make sure individual emails, individual responses are submitted. All right, close the form. Here we go. Here we go. RNG. RNG 275. 1 through 275. I click generate. User number 125 on the form. Let's see who that is. Who is it? 125. 125 over on YouTube.com. Username Sandja. Sandja? Sandja 770 is our winner today. Sandja 770. Congratulations, you've won the Wizzy NFT asset, but if for any reason you did not win the Wizzy NFT asset here today, don't worry. Don't worry, we got another stream tomorrow. We got the live stream Game Jam Awards ceremony. Before the end of that, we'll also give away an NFT just like this one, except for without the gold rim. Unfortunately, see, I haven't even won. That's how rare and unique and amazing these NFTs are, is that one. Like, I still got to go buy it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be able to win one because I'm out here giving them away. No freebies out here. You can only win them by watching this live stream right here on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, DLive, Theta, Twitter.com/TheSandboxGame. Congratulations, Sanja770. You guys will have more opportunities until they're gone to win. Afterlife says, how many assets should we have in our portfolio before applying for Creator Fund? Well, currently, Afterlife, the Creator Fund is paused at this time because we had a whole bunch of submissions. So you've got some time to build a nice portfolio. Don't rush it. The animation quality is essential. The texturing is essential. Okay? But it's good stuff. Mohammed Sahardi says, when is the Sandbox coming to Mac? A client at a separate time from a game maker, both of which are very far into development, almost finished. So, good stuff. Let's see. So, as is tradition here, as we're starting to close down, I'm going over to twitch.tv/TheSandboxGame so I can click on the Sandbox game that is being played right now. And I am going to check. I got to check because there's two different games that are currently being played, or two different categories, rather, of the Sandbox. And one of them is the accurate one that we're all in on. Rock 808 is live right now. Rock 808 looks like the only person who is live right now. But if you were streaming over on twitch.tv, at the end of the stream, I have the ability to raid your stream. So, it looks like Rock is actually just hosting me. So Rock's not even live right now. I can't raid Rock. I can't raid Rock 808 if Rock 808 is just streaming me. So, anyway, if you were streaming the Sandbox when I close down, I will raid you at the end of the show. Looks like nobody's doing that here today, and that's okay. We're chilling. We're having fun. I can't tell. I can't tell if Rock is really going to be here. Rock, give me a confirmation. Do you want me to raid? Do you want me to raid? Rock 808. I just unhosted, they say. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds like Rock's coming back. So let's go ahead and dive into that, folks. Thank you once again. We'll do a close of the show. Thanks for being here over on twitch.tv. And we're going to close out that youtube.com, that Twitter, all of those here in a second. It's going to take about 30 seconds. Let's raid, dude. Okay. Alright. I'm with it. I'm with it. But I can't raid. I'm broken. I'm broken. They want me to dance. You want me to dance? I'll dance. I can dance all day. There we go. Boom. Here we go. We're hosting. We're raiding. Hopefully you're seeing that viewer count. No longer hosting. When I typed raid, it just immediately left the... and we're back. That's funny. Here we go. There we go. Anyway, so thank you once again, YouTube. Thank you, Twitter, for hanging out. DLive, Facebook, all that. Theta. Appreciate you all. We're out of here over on the Sandbox game. But once again, we will be back. It's 8 p.m. my local time. I'm back at 10 a.m. my local time. It's about 14 hours from now with the Game Jam Awards show. So we're over here. We're going to be back. We're having fun. And then again, I'm doing another stream on Saturday, playing more of your games right here on this live stream. As is tradition in the awards show, we're going to play the first place game live. So look forward to that as we go. Thank you again. And I will see you in a couple hours.